Today I'll be showing you tips for Bite by Night. So first, as you see here, it says the pizzeria map. The best animatronic to use for the pizzeria map is the doppelganger, since they're such small. Bro, be quiet. And like I was saying, the pizzeria map is good for the doppelganger to use because there's such small places you could those little eyeballs things can crawl up to you, and you could kill the players easily. So like being said, it is pretty good.
It's not good. I tried.
Tips for the technician class. Now the technician class, whenever you hear him coming, like when he's about to enter your room, place the trap. Place the trap down, or hide, or you could put on the Vanny mask, and go through the parts, the obstacles, where you could go through the purple blocks that you see. So, oh, frick, he's here. When he's chasing you, when he is chasing you, then you should put on the Vanny mask. You should put on the Vanny mask whenever he is chasing you. Also, whenever you're here, hide over here is the best hiding spot, and I just died. And whenever you die, whenever you're the first one to die, and it's like 12 a.m. and you're just gonna be bored, you could just go to the arcade. Go to the arcade over here, because there's actually, you could actually play it, Snake. You could actually play Snake. It's like a game from Google. Now, it's a pretty fun game. Trust. It's a very fun game. And hard, but not for a computer. So whenever you're bored, you could try and play this game. This is pretty good. Also over here, when you see the agony with the players, if you have the most agony, that will be the next killer. But anybody below the most agony will not be the next killer. The one with the most agony will be the next killer. So, yeah. Also, over here, up these boxes, as you can see, it says, "It's me, it's me, it's me." I don't know why it says that, but if you go up here, inside the hole, if you go inside here, like, it's pretty crazy that you could go inside. You see all of these accessories. It's probably like the devs accessories, but it might be something from FNAF. I don't know. Tell me in the comments. But it looks pretty cool. Now the next map is Forest. The best animatronic killer for Forest is the Project. It's the Project because you're super fast, and you could jump over those wooden boards. You could jump over those wooden boards too. So I would say the best class would be that. And you could go underground, which would best go with the map, which is pretty cool. Also, use code HOTFIX for 500 scraps. Also, in the settings, whenever you have VIP, turn off your VIP crown. It has a glowing thing, so that where the killer can find you easily. Also, tips for technician class. Whenever you hear whenever you hear the Project being underground, run, because he could come out of the ground any moment and attack. So your best idea would run, because if you hear that he is about to come out of the ground and attack. Also, if you want to get more scraps, then you actually have to help your teammates doing the generators and the batteries, and you have to use your class fully. So you could get up to 300 scraps to 500 scraps, which is a lot in my opinion. When you have the medic class though, it's pretty easy to use your guys fully, but here's tips for the medic class. Whenever when it's the start of the game, give your teammates extra health so they could have shield so you could help their teammates instantly. Also, it's like probably the easiest classes to use fully. So it's an easy scrap method, but if you're the last man standing with medic, you're cooked. You gotta accept your fate. Also, in the forest map, do not barricade any doors. If you barricade a door, then the project, the animatronic, he could jump over those wooden boards with his mode speed. With his jump ability, he jumps really high, and he can jump over those boards too. So do not barricade a door when that happens, or else you will be attacked. And also, when all of the generators are done, then the best thing to do is either just go to the animatronic and actually use your abilities. Or as medic, you could just like run and just heal yourself and heal your teammates, and if you're a fighter, you would just go up to that animatronic. Also, if you're a fighter, if you don't know, which probably almost all of you know, most people know this, but if you want to get more hits as a fighter, then you would have to parry the animatronic first before you get more hits. So, also, if you hide around the map with the technician class or fighter, then with the fighter class, if the animatronic killer, if the killer is coming towards you, just hit it and run away, or parry it next to get another hit, then hit him. Probably just do that. When you're heading to the exit with the technician class, when he is about to come, but he is stunned right now, if he's either stunned or trying to open a barricaded door, then place down a trap by your place when he is coming towards you, and then the animatronic will be blurred out, and he can move slowly. Also, by the way, if you want more scraps, your seconds of being alive count too. So if you either just want to hide and just stay there for a long time, which would mean you'll be 100% cooked, you would still get a lot of scraps, but you wouldn't get a win. Now, if you go, whenever the exit is open, let everybody go in first, unless the animatronic is really strong. Because if you let everybody go in first, then that would mean that you would be the one that would get the most scraps if you did help everyone. Also, for the warehouse map, as you can see there, with the warehouse map, you must equip Springtrap. Springtrap is the best choice for the warehouse because there's lots of good places to place your traps, and there are long hallways in there, which allows you to throw your axe or use the charge on a player easily. So, yep, that's all for today's video. Bye.